you didn't do it. I asked you to do all of this legend. Now I'm not going to do this legend again because we've already taken so much time. You just need to arrange all of this. Now what I will do is I'm going to import my old legend here. Since I've shown you how to do this legend, alright? I'll just import my old legend here and use to finish up the map. Alright? So I'm going to open another map document while I do other thing to bring that legend. So now we've understand how we can make the legends and all of that. And we've understand how we generated this that looks like 3D. You can see some other features, relief feature underneath it. And we'll be able to arrange with label rivers. You can see how rivers appear very well on this. You can see them. Their title, they appear very well. And then this Lake Dampa and River Taraba. This River Taraba, actually, this is it. And this is Lake Ku and all of that. So you've understand how they go about now. You understand how we label them now. It took time to break them one by one. That's fine. So, let's wait for this to open. Okay, now let's go to title first. Okay, first, there was something we're supposed to enter to have a layout, right? So what you normally do for that layout is to take this tool, this rectangle tool. Now, you're going to make a selection around this, okay? And to select it round. Okay. If I make any small mistake now, any small mistake, this thing would have gone AY. Alright, so once you make this, you adjust it very well. You see that we have adjust it here. Are you getting what I'm doing? Because you put another one. Yes. So this one now we can change the color to, no, not white, something like this, or a bit darker. Yes, like this. You've seen it, right? Now we're going to pick this again, but this time we are going to follow this. You see this way we're going to follow. Going to follow this one. See those lines I left there? These were the purpose to those lines. So do you now see how that line came out? Then I'm now going to make this no color. And I'm going to make this, this very one. Come. Listen. Are you seeing? But this, I'm coming. There's a step I'm forgetting, but let me check it from the other map. Do you see how this one came? But there's a step I am forgetting, so let's check it. Okay? Yes, that's what I did. But what did I now do that I cannot remember? Let me look at this one. Look at what I did with this. There's something I did with this that I cannot remember, honestly. See that everything is how I did it, but come on. Let's do something and see. Let's be sure of. Okay. Okay. I understand what I did. Okay, so understand. This is just sometimes you have to refresh your memory and all of that. So, did you understand what happened there? Don't worry, you will understand. So do you get now? And let me explain it bit by bit. Now, we have two backgrounds. Okay, sorry. We want everything here to be front, right? But we want to achieve a kind of, let there be some border here that is black, right? So that the map can be beautified, isn't it? So this is a white background, this is a black background. We want them to be on the same page. So what I now did is, this is the image, this is the alignment for the map, right? This is the map alignment. This is the map alignment, the map data frame. So this one, if this one comes, is going to make the map have black background. Do you get? The map is going to have a black background. So what I would do, right click and send this back. Is it? Then this which is the one that I want it not to be in. Yes, I'll put it forward. Do you understand? It's just saying sense. Do you get? So anywhere I move this one to, is going to have that feel of a black background. If I move it here, but this is the alignment I have for it. You now see where the other line come in. So now if I want these ones to move forward, I'll have to do what? I have to move them front. Now if you check, if I let me before I import this thing, let's finish with this. So this is an alignment for this one. So you now see that they have the same feel. So I'm going to return this one inside. Now, did you see how we are able to achieve this? Do you see it? I did the same or not? I'm talking of this outline. You get? Okay. So I'm just going to import these legends here so that we finish the map production. So I copy, you can copy and paste things also. So now I'm just going to paste them here to come and is there? To not paste. Let's click and Control V. So you see they've all pasted and they are in front, not behind. So in case they are not showing, maybe they are showing behind this, they are not showing, you just right click and do what? Come to order, send, bring to front, bring to back, bring forward, all of this. So you need to understand the order operation in this mapping, all right? So we have our legend. Do we need this value? Let's check if that value is seen here. Okay, the value is, so let me import it also. Let me just import it. But please take your time and do what I ask you to do. Now, once you're done with this, the next thing you need to have like a kind of write-up. When was this map made? Who is the map made for? You know, that kind of. Then the boundary notice. The boundary notice. Let me copy just this. Let me copy everything I need from that side here. See, look at something. Anywhere I paste it, it's coming to paste in the exact position. Are you noticing that? Because this is exact position where it is here. See. Now, I want to copy the producer who produced the map, to copy the detail of the author. See, it went back to its position, right? So I want to copy this one. Paste. It's exactly where it was there. And then the last thing is produced by. If I want, I can copy virtually everything here. Like everything you see here, I can copy them. So this is very important when you are doing what they call it, this operation. When you have similar maps produced and you need to So, kalau sa? Okay, to ina dan wani class ne bari in gama sai in kira ka. dare. Okay. To ba matsala. Don na koyarwa ne yanzu. Alright, sir.
When did you put this one?
Yes, sir.
That line, yeah.
It was part of what I copied from, but let's remove it. As I say, anything I copy from that side, it will come, but let me remove it. We'll put it our own ourselves here. So do you now see? I've been able to see we have international boundary, we have what? State boundary, we have local government boundary, we have all of those things. You see the way I did them, and I've showed you how this is being done, right? This map is which map? Let me see. Okay, this is just administrative, so we don't need this. This is for geopolitical, so let's remove this. All right? You see? What? We already have the value here. I configured the value here, so let's remove this one. Okay, so now we have this, isn't it? Chineke, I removed the map. Problem. Matter arising. I removed the map, ne? Okay, so now the next course of action is to have a line that ends here. I think that line stop actually stopped here. It didn't go down here. So see what I'm saying? This line that aligns this white line stopped here. Do you understand? It didn't reach. It stopped here. So we now put another one. So that whatever we're doing, this map can now enter inside. So let's now adjust the scale of the map. So I'll just do like this. Do like it was scale 1 is to 1 million we used then, right? So this is it. So that whenever this touches here, it shows that it has reached its end. So we'll just make an adjustment. Maybe adjust this one front so that this can have a coverage to this side. Or adjust this one so that this one can show that it has entered. I get in why we're making those adjustments, right? So adjust this one in. So you see, because we don't want this to be hanging. Are you getting the point? So I'm going to hold this and draw it. Yes, so that this can have a fitting inside. Hey, well done, sir. Hope you're getting what I'm doing. So you get the whole ideology. This black is to help so that we can fix this thing in. Because I told you the river did not end in Taraba. Rather the river continued. So, but now you see we didn't have an extension, so we can either extend it. If you look at the production here, see that here, now I did another thing. I reduced it such a way that you see that the river didn't. I reduced such a way that the river can. I reduced the what they call it. So I'm going to do that to this now. So what I did here was see this. I reduced it forward. Not this one, sorry. Yes, I reduced it forward. So that we can now put in our grid line there. So I hope you're getting what I'm doing. It looks confusing, but I get it. Because of the reduction I made, so that we can have a good footing. because you don't need to leave all of these things hanging. That's the paramount what you need to understand. So we can take this one backward so that we can have enough space. Take this one backward so that we can have enough space for our grid lines. So we'll do the same thing here. Okay. So can reduce this one. So that we'll have space for our grid. I get it. So I have enough space for our grid. This is now so that our grid can enter. If you look at here, you see that there is space for the grid. Do you understand? This grid now is what I'm creating this space for, so that the grid can enter. The grid lines can enter. You see the way I'm taking time to explain this? I know how hard this is, so I'm taking time to explain. So when you're watching the video, you watch the video more than one times in case of anything, because they are a little confusing, something that will take time for you to So now, but you understand how we achieve this first one, right? Now here we're only making adjustment so that we can have space, and also we're making sure that this river do not end, and we're making sure that these points are not hanging. So I'm just going to make adjust so that this river should also this river should also enter, you see? So the river didn't end, but rather it continued. So, but this boundary has said that, okay, the river actually continued, but this where it stopped in Taraba. Same thing as this one. Do you now understand? So the next thing to do is to right click when this is activated, because it's this one, the map data frame that you want to put grid on. So you go to properties. On properties, you go to grid. See grid here. Then you click on new grid. Now, when you're doing administrative boundary, what you use is graticles. Those ones that comes with 9 degree, 10 degree, 11 degrees, not this one that comes as measured 5, 9, that's UTM. So you're using graticles. So you click on next, then you only allow it to label. You don't tick, you don't put graticles and label graticles, those lines. Do you understand? So you don't put that graticles. Are you understanding? Now you look at here, you see we have 1 degree. So if you just first do a verification to be sure that these grids are not too much. Okay? To be sure that the grids are not too much or they are not at all. Only have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we want it more. I get it. So we can go back and say create a new grid. We'll remove this one, create a new one. Go to next, labels. So here now we can either put maybe 30 minutes. 30 minutes, right? I'll go next, finish. Then we'll verify and see if, but it has reduced also. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's redo another one. So you have this one is what you'll be verifying and doing so that until you have what you're looking for. So let's say 10. I'm not sure. Let's say 10. I'm not sure anyway, but let's try it. But just didn't try out. It did not work. So let's go with the one they've given us. Say 1 degree, so let's leave it there. That means it did not agree. We should just leave it to the one that it has given us. Now you've put the grid, but it's very tiny. The next thing is to go to properties. And then on these properties, you increase it to 12 or any size that will suit you. Make it bold. Now you're going to, on the norm, you're supposed to allow it, supposed to do See the way this one did, and this one. So that's how this kind of maps are produced. But there are maps whereby you want it to align up. So if you want it to align up, you will click left and right. But if you want it to show the way this, then you have to leave it the way it is. So that's what they say, label orientation. Vertical label. If I click this one vertical, it will go up like this. If I click this one vertical, it will go up. It won't go like this. So, but if I leave all of them like this, they are going to go horizontal. Are you getting it? So see. Did you see? It's like this. This is horizontal. This is horizontal. But the font is not enough. So let's increase the font. Properties again. Increase this one. Let's say 18, for example. If it's too much, we reduce it. Okay, let's leave it like this. So do you see? If I want this to align vertical, I'll now tick left and right. This is left, this is right. That's what they mean. Do you understand? So we now have our grid on. So if you want to georeference, this is what? Here, like this, and here. So you'll be using the coordinate. This is eastern, this is northern, this is northern, this is eastern, this is eastern. All this line on the. Do you understand? Any question? You already depend you. Wait, next one. Any question? So now, coming back down here. So we're going to put another word. So we'll do like this. And put another one to this place. That's the purpose of this line you see I created. Okay? So we now change the to no color. Oh, sorry, white. I'll click on this. So we now bring it what? Send it back. So we click on this one and send it what? Back. So that this one can come up. Do you see that it has come up? Okay. So now you have everything here. Now what you are looking for is what? To bring scale, to bring the other distance. So I'm going to come up here on this insert. Remember this was where we brought that legend that we had. So we're going to come to bring not arrow. So you have a choice of not arrows here. You select your preference and the one that your client or whoever you're working for, your employer, will like. Okay? So I have some preference scale, but that's for me. If I'm working the scales I use mostly. But here we're just going to pick any scale of our choice, any scale at all. Let's see. There is a scale I like. This is a scale I like, one of it. So this time I want to place my not arrow here. I don't want it up, I want it here. This way I'm putting my not arrow. What is left? We have scale bar. We're in the metric system. So our scale or anything will have to be in meters. Meters, kilometer. So you see metrics. You see the first one is what? Miles. So when you go down, you see metric started. So this is on the metric system. And you can use any of them here and convert it to meters. So if, let's say, this scale bar one, the one that is in mile, I click on it, then I'm going to click on its properties. Then from the properties, I'm going to come to the division units. I'm going to change it to either kilometers or to meters, anyone. And you can also make adjustment on number of divisions and all of that here. You can make all the adjustment. Now it's 4x4, you can make that change. Number of marks, divisions, and first meet mark. You can change here. Anything you change, just change and watch what it does to it. Does it align with what you're doing? If it's not aligning, you do it again until you've gotten what you're looking for. All right? So if you don't want no label, if you want single label, you have ends, 0, and all of that. So you choose and then check what it does for you. Then format is just the text, the font type, font size, bold or no bold. Once you do that, the scale has been converted to metrics. Then you click on OK and look at it. You see that it's in metric system. You see, it's a metric system. So there are other things you can convert on this scale. Anything you want to do on this, you right click again and go to properties to take you that same place we went to. So you can make all the adjustment you want. Let's say you now said add number of divisions. If you do like this and click on apply, you see it's going to add number of divisions. If you say adjust number of divisions, say adjust number and division value, see what will happen. It did. Now let's say we'll come to this number and say divisions. Let's say first divisions. You see, do you understand? So it just makes some changes to the you see, you are looking at you doing what? Do you see? Whatever. So, did you see what I'm saying? So anything you change here will have an effect on. See, anything I change here has effect. So if I return it, do you see? So you need to go through this, look at how you can. Now you can also change. Let's say, see now this scale is showing 25 kilometers. So I can change it and say I need it to be 10 kilometers. And when I click on OK, you see that you have 5, 10, 20, 30. So it is based on your preference to make editing, and so you need to understand scaling and whatever so that you can properly do an adjustment to anything here. For these symbols, you can go to, if you like, if you want to use this same automatic symbol, it's your choice. That's why I say, see, if I click it will now label it based on the symbols. Do you understand? Now the next is the scale text. Now the scale text has two things. You have the representative scale and then the absolute scale. So the absolute scale will bring this scale that we have up here, the scale of the map. If I click on this and then I click on properties, it's going to bring me here, and then the scale is absolute, is saying what? Inches to mile, miles to inches, separator. But that's an absolute scale, that's why it's not. If I bring it to this one now, it's going to ask which, but this we're doing absolute, so it's just direct. So click on OK. Then I click on OK. It's going to come. So ideally what you do with this one now, you come here and click on inside and click text. So you're going to write scale, because you need people to know that it's scale, not just a hanging something. So scale, so I'm now going to say the scale is what? 1 is to what? 100 million, 1 million, sorry. 1 is to 1 million. So I'm going to group them together. Select this, hold shift, select the other one, right click and group. So they are grouped together. Okay? So I'll come again to insert and then go to scale text. This time I'm going to go to centimeter equals to 10 meters. But then I'll go to properties, right? On the properties now, this way, this 1 centimeter is equal to 10,000 meters is not cartographically correct. So to align it with cartography, you come to this separator and you click and then you type it to represent space represent. Now you look at it on this, where is it? See 1 centimeter to represent, making sure that there is a space between the right of 1 centimeter to represent, 1 centimeter to represent. Do you see? Now I'm now going to change this meter to kilometer. So I'm just going to change it to kilometer. So 1 meter now, 1 centimeter will represent 10 kilometers on the ground. Okay. So I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to click on OK. So you now see that it's written 1 centimeter to represent 10 kilometers. So I'm just going to find where to place them, and then so you can see we can make adjustment to the say boundary. Now in this map they say Office of the Survey General of Taraba State, January 2025, first edition, copyright reserved. This is also note. Then boundary note, this map must not be considered an authority on the delimitation of boundaries. Any better information on the position, just to have a note on the maps, not making the map a final authority, but we are ready to accept if there is any better information, right? And then the producer info. Once you're done, what is left now is what? The title of the map, right? We have title of the map, which is what we're going to write up here. So just pick insert tool and pick title. Now you do it like this. That's how I normally do. I don't write the title during when I pick it. So I'll now right click on it and go to properties. Now you see this, if you have typed it before, now you see only this code. But if I type it now, it will now represent well. So I'm going to say what? Administrative map of Taraba State. Now you click on change to make any adjustment. You have to make it bold, and then since it's you can use this what they call it, but this is too small, so let's take it back to where we are. Let's forget about whatever this one is. So click on OK. Now you see the title. So administrative map of what? Of Taraba State. The fonts, the everything. So do you like it like that? Does it look like something you can do? So that is that for the first version of map making. I've been able to show you how to create a complex map of any location. So this can be applied to any country. We just need to know the data set. You can use it to do your map and to do anything. But as far as you have the same data set, and I've given you a data set to play along with, you now need to look for how to download. Let's say, for example, you want to download DEM now. And for where do I get DEM data? Where do I get? Just know the data that will have been used here so that I can replicate it somewhere else. Do you understand? Any question? No question. So let's go to the second edition. Where is this study area map? Yeah, there. All right. We end the class here.